Yeah, I slept like 2.5, 3 hours. I could have slept 6 when I laid in bed, and I wasn't moving at all. I had my eyes closed, and then, if you cannot sleep, then you cannot sleep. But it's okay. It's the weather giving me insomnia. It's an autoimmune thing, and a decent bit of people have that, and it's exhausting, but I know that like I have enough time in between things the next few days that I can actually like recover any kind of missing sleep, so it's okay. And the thing is, I wouldn't be able to fall asleep anyways, even if I would have like cancelled the stream or something, because at that point I was awake, so whatever. It doesn't make a difference. Either way, welcome everybody to Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask, and as you can hear, the music is already very epic again. So, let's start on this, and, yeah. I should really... Hold on. Okay, never mind. Let's let this run. I'm gonna change things later. Oops. How about I do this? And yes, we do have voiced cutscenes, at least a decent bit of them, so yay! Miracle of Montador. Prosperous Montador is famous for growing from a single humble inn into a large and wealthy city in the space of just 18 years. How could such a city develop so fast? Montador is a huge city which Henry Ledeur built from nothing in mere 18 years. That's quite an accomplishment. Prologue, the Carnival of Montador. And yes, we have... Ah, shoot, game sound is not working. Hold on. That is a shame. That is a real shame. Okay, is this one of the games where it doesn't work at all, no matter what I choose? Yeah. Okay, this is one of the games where application audio capture doesn't work, so I'm gonna give you guys desktop audio. It's a shame that you guys missed the cutscene there, but hey. Look at this place, Professor. It's all bright and colorful, like being at a fun fair. Place to forget the worries of everyday life. Anything's possible in the city of miracles, or so they say. I just don't see how bad things could be happening here. Everyone looks so cheerful. Indeed, it is hard to believe that something is afoot in the midst of these celebrations. I do hope Angela's wrong. Well, we won't get far just standing around. We had better make a start with our investigation. Alright, then I'm going to start by asking those people over there. Just a moment, Luke. Let's acquaint ourselves with some new methods. We don't want to grow complacent. Oh, sorry, I'm listening. Okay, so yeah, we have the magnifying glass, which is a bit different to other games, but yeah. It doesn't really make much of a difference with hint coins or any other thing. Also, hi there, Stevie. Yeah, may your cables behave while you look in the shadow too, indeed. Because that would suck. To be fair, chaos theory dictates that they won't, so yeah, you know. Precisely, well then, I'll let you get on with it. Be sure to check anything that looks out of the ordinary. So, yeah, we can Actually, like, the thing with this game is you don't have the lower screen, as you can see, as the normal, like, screen that does things. But, yeah, this entire, like, scroll thing on the upper screen. And the reason why they did that is, in any normal way, shape, or form, there's no need to. There's no, like, interesting... I'm not gonna read, like, all of these, as there is, like, nothing else here. Yeah, the only, like, unusual thing I think is quite, you know, obvious. But basically, since this is a 3DS game, the 3DS screen only works in 3D on the top, and all these scenes are 3D usually. So that is why they have this switched up, you know, order of things instead of having just the bottom screen. Help! Look at all the balloons at the clown house. He's all wrapped up in the strings. Is that normal? At a glance, I'd have to say no. Let's get him down from there, shall we? Are you alright, sir? Doesn't look very comfortable up there. You can say that again. I meant to be tying up balloons for carnival, but I've gone and tied myself up instead. If the ringmaster catches me like this, it won't be pretty, even with all my lovely balloons. Oh, I bungled my last. Be a dear and get me out of this tangle, will you? Being tied up in all this black string makes me look like a zebra. I mean... And that leads us to riddle 1. Clumsy clown has gone caught up in his balloon strings. Give Luke and Layton in hand and untangling the string. Touch any of the orange points on the touchscreen to swap around the strings from the left and right to that point. Ah, no. There. Yeah, that was 11 turns, could have been it. The thing with the riddles is the riddles are still bottom screen, also I'm seeing that my flu is still somewhere in the background or something. Just doing some weird, like, pink stripes on the left-hand side of that screen, but it's fine. A white Sheldon. Nah, a white Sheldon. Sorry. But yeah, the thing with the riddles is they're on the bottom screen, which means, yeah, I don't always want to switch. It really depends on the riddles. If I'm struggling, I will switch screens, but it's, yeah, it's making things a bit more tedious in this case, but hey. I think you guys can still read this window over here. So, the one thing I wanted to do, though, is go into my mouse. If I could type. Oh my goodness, that was a hard... There. Additional mouse options. Pointer. Is it? Yeah, it is here. There we go. Hey, there we go. Made it Pretty Fox again instead of Pokemon, which Pokemon is still really cool, but you know. And another thing while we're at it. Well, that is way too small. Hold on. There. Ah, come on. I forget you cannot make it larger by dragging. There. If we play a Professor Layton game, I'm gonna get my top hat on. I don't think I did that last time, but hey. you know. There we go. Okay. Thank goodness, you got him down quickly. Now the balloons are free to float gently in the breeze. And that guy is not gonna be in trouble as much anymore. Yeah, Picarats are blah blah blah. Yeah. You no idea how grateful I am, honestly. I give you the whole world if I had a shame, I don't, eh? Really, sir? There's no need for thanks. Well, alright then. I just let you enjoy the carnival. That's as good as any gift. Indeed.
Wow! Professor, look at that clown! And all the balloons! And the band! Wow!
So yeah, that carnival is obviously way more OP.
Good time.
They are. And I'm looking forward to doing the same after our investigation.
Oh, right! The investigation!
Yeah,
Once
sure.
we're able to relax, we'll see what the town has to offer.
He's totally thinking about that all the time.
Huh? Professor, what was that?
Yes?
It's him! Run! Frozen like stone!
Stone. Quickly.
But yeah, the issue is also I just noticed the chat box is behind. But hey, that's fine. Quickly. There. That should help. Behind the other screen, so there's no use in having it, so whatever. Yeah, people turned to stone.
What on earth is going on here?
Statues?
I would say maybe that is the issue that Professor Layton was
Hey!
having to
Trying
suffocate.
to escape here! Get out of the way, will you?
Oh my goodness, his
Please, sir.
English voice
I
sounds
shall
so
remain calm.
weird.
Calm? Are you blind? Those people have been turned to stone!
Professor, how is that possible?
Also, yes, we got a decent bit of text voiced, which is amazing.
A very good question, Luke.
Because my voice, if it wasn't quite audible, is a bit like raspy from today and yesterday and the day before, but hey, it's fine. Too much talking.
Professor, look up there!
What on earth?
1, 2, 3, 4. Did you miss me, Montador?
I love this guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome!
Huh?
I hope you enjoyed tonight's grand miracle. Courtesy of the Masked Gentleman. Consider what you have seen tonight as a warning. Montador will soon be destroyed. Those who submit to the power of the mask may be spared. But then again, they may not.
Ah, yes. Sounds like that's an issue.
What are you waiting for?
Emmy!
A written invitation?
And yes, there's a horse that definitely fits Professor Layton and a horse that fits Luke there. You know.
Why do I get the little one?
Because you are little. At least it can run.
Let's go. Everyone follow me.
Right.
But yeah, horses matching their personalities.
Wait for me!
So cute.
Ha!
Yeah.
I love this game. And the music, honestly. Ah, so beautiful. Yay, we get our first, our second riddle. Pay attention to which way the masked gentleman flies and follow in the same direction. So yeah, inside your stylus, yeah, to avoid things and then get carrots.
Follow the masked gentleman.
Yep, it is indeed
Here we
a
go!
sliding type game like you would get in any riding game ever that came out in my teens
That's the way.
Yeah.
and in my
Here we
childhood,
go.
but hey.
Go.
Good work.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yes, it's
Here
kind of
we
hard
go.
to avoid them sometimes, but hey.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Carrot there, that's not good.
Yeah.
Here we go!
No, that's okay.
Look, there he is!
Yeah, it kind of catches up again. The problem is then you're not gonna get him. This is actually a decently, like, time-consuming thing. The thing is, I don't know, like, how much you can mess up for the game to be like, hey, yeah, it takes a little while longer for you to actually be able to follow him, damn it.
Here we
And
go!
how quick you can actually, like, catch him to him normal. Like, I know it takes a decent while, so, you know, I think this should be the last part of that. Yep, okay. Look at that tiny guy. Also, yes, they casually stole the horses, kind of a hey. Who is gonna pay attention to that, right?
Look out. Whoa there.
Professor, I see him!
Nope.
Whoa!
He's gone. That went great. I mean, chasing a flying person with horses is also not the most optimal, except for if they're like Pegasi, but hey. Pegasi? Pegasus? I think Pegasi makes more sense, but I have no clue. Ah, well.
Yes, he had quite an advantage over us.
I suppose we can assume that was the masked gentleman.
Was he using some sort of magic, Professor? How did he do all that?
I also love that the cutscenes still have like the normal Professor Layton art style. And the only thing that really changed is like that they made the 3D characters here, which obviously makes sense for a 3D game, so of course they look a bit weird, but you know, like, in comparison to that, but still, it's like a really good, like, vibe. You still have the, like, Professor Layton vibe from the stuff.
Luke, I can honestly say, I don't know.
Oof. So yeah, we found our first major mystery. People turning to stone because of that masked gentleman. A number of people were turned to stone during the parade on Celebration Boulevard. Some members of the crowd appear to have witnessed the petrification as it occurred. Was this really some sort of miraculous act? The crowds deserted Celebration Boulevard, leaving forlorn stone statues that were seemingly living people just moments before. Hi, how are you doing, Retro Hamster? Hope you're well. Hope your weekend was good.
Magic
I
seemed
think
to
I
be the only
asked
thing
that, but
could
I
explain
hope your
what
day
we
was
had
good.
seen. It disturbed me to see the professor at such a loss. It made me wish he never received that strange letter in the first place.
So yay, why are we even here? That is the thing. We know the mystery in this town, but we don't know why we're even here. Let's save on Emmys, why not? Chapter 1, The Masked Gentleman. Wait, who looks really stylish?
Professor, do you know someone named Angela Lador?
Angela? Yes, of course. Where did you hear that name?
It was on the letter.
A letter?
Oh, let me!
Angela, after all these years.
Here you are.
Thank you very much, Luke. Very strange.
Why wasn't Layton ever in Smash Bros?
What is it, Professor?
Professor?
The Mask of Chaos.
I mean, the thing is, he can fence, we know that. He can actually use a rapier. And like do sword fighting, so hey, that would be an opportunity.
I trust this letter finds you well.
But I guess it's popularity based because these game series are famous in Europe
Professor Layton.
and Japan, but not so much in America. So
18 years. I'm sure this letter comes as quite a surprise, but I must ask for your help.
so yeah, Angela the
We have
Door,
experienced a series
Oscar's
of terrifying
long-term
incidents here
old
in
friend.
Monte d'Or. I must be cursed by the Mask of Chaos, for it is now threatening to destroy our city. I hope you can forgive me after all these years. I don't know who else I can turn to. I cannot give you the full details now. However, if you can spare the time, I shall tell you all upon your arrival.
In general, his
We are
head
in
shape,
desperate need of your help, Herschel.
you know.
I've
on.
enclosed the address for the Lador estate.
Yeah.
I hope to see you soon. Angela Lador.
So the thing about Professor Layton's head shape is, you know, it kind of looks like have you ever seen those like melons that have been like put in like cages to have specific shape when they grow? Yeah, looks like somebody put a vase over his head. Let it turn a bit straight. Kind of like Bart Simpson. But hey, I still like his character and his design.
Donald Rutledge wrote about it in his book, Ancient Histories.
Ooh,
According to legend, the mask bestows great power upon whoever wears it.
ooh, that's fun.
Yes, the allure of omnipotence is as old as mankind itself. You seem to know quite a bit about the mask, Emmy.
Well, I have taken a few courses here and there.
I see.
Did I leave something out, Professor?
No, you're absolutely correct.
For those who don't know, Emmy is Professor Layton's assistant at university, and Luke is basically his #1 apprentice. He does not look like Bart, but his face shape does, besides the underbite, you know? Oh well. Whatever his wife and son know. Luke Triton is when you actually have interest, you can actually watch the previous game that we played in the series, because I'm playing them in how they were released, not in like story order, but in the previous game, which was The Last Spectre, Luke's origin story was revealed. Basically, he's the son of Layton's old friend, Clark Triton, who was the mayor of another town where they solved issues in, and in that same game they also revealed who Emmy was, which she is basically like in general university assistant, or like in general, like she's very good at collecting information, and she kind of made it so she is his like assistant to like favors and stuff. But I mean, like she's like strong, very athletic, can fight well, and does have some brains. But basically, like in her youth, she was accused of something she didn't do, and Professor Layton helped her, and then she promised she would actually, you know, give something his fangs back. So yeah, she basically became his aid in anything that has to do like the university organization and all that kind of stuff. And she's also very good at gathering informations of all kind.
So, this Mask of Chaos is well known in the world of archaeology.
Killing kids off the street like Batman. Not quite. But yeah, kinda. Also, for those who don't know,
Among
Professor Layton
researchers,
is
it's quite a popular topic.
archaeology professor, so, you know.
If supposed to grant power, how can you be cursed by it?
It's difficult to say. Angela certainly wasn't very forthcoming in her letter.
What is your relationship with Angela, Professor? Is she one of Professor Layton's lost loves?
Hardly.
Emmy, huh?
I've known Angela since my school days. Our relationship was complicated.
Yeah.
I see.
You can say that out loud.
Well, a gentleman could never refuse a request from an old friend. Right, Professor?
Why, yes, Luke. I suppose you're correct there.
In the letter, she talks about a series of terrifying incidents. What do you think she means by that?
I can't say for certain, but I know how we can find out.
Reading the newspaper. So, yeah, basically, we have a mask of chaos that grants its wearer tremendous magical power. Could this power be behind the masked gentleman's so-called miracles? It is odd. Always thought the masked power were just part of the legend. It's a riddle-based game, so anything and everything is dealt with in riddles. It's kind of their currency and their way of, like, when people want something in return for information, you solve riddles. But we're in the beginning, so of course we need to get into the story first. So what happened earlier was that kind of incident Miss Lador was talking about in the letter? Mrs. Lador. I imagine so, yes. It sounds as though tonight's spectacle was but one of many. Emmy, were you able to find out anything that may help us? As a matter of fact, yes, it seems our masked gentleman first turned up here a month ago. He's been performing his miracles left, right and center. It has the whole city in a frenzy. Why would he do something like this? These innocent people only wanted to watch the parade. It's worrying to see this troublemaker able to act in impunity for so long. Presumably the police are struggling with the case. Seems so. They're trying to catch the culprit, but they can't do much without leads on his identity. You won't be much help then. Hey, you don't need to, just enjoy the game, and if you wanna like solve the riddles on the sides, they're gonna be somewhere I'm gonna be a bit stunned, and then obviously like solving them together with the chat is always nice, but yeah. It's also a very nice game with nice music and nice storyline in general, so there's no need to, like, you know, invest your brain power, you can just enjoy it. And given that they don't know how he does these miracles, I'd say it's pretty hard for them to pin down suspects. I see. Well, there's no time like the present. Let's start by investigating the immediate area. Well, I think we pretty much gathered that they're solid stone. Is there really nothing we can do to help them? If you'd be standing here earlier, we might have ended up the same way. And we still might, right? I just snap a few photos, and never know when they come in handy. We best be on our guard. If the other miracles are anything like tonight, we must be prepared for any eventuality. Prepared for any eventuality. I'll be careful, Professor. Oh, Professor, there's someone coming our way. Let's ask if he knows anything. In a little while. Anyone who's not stone is trembling with fear. Yes. Okay. It's Aldous. We meet again, my friends. Must be the great reunion of kindred spirits now. How thrilling the carnival is tonight. If I'm not mistaken, you're... Mistaken? Absolutely not, indeed. It is I who was mistaken to suppose for a moment that we would not meet again. I'm here simply to enjoy the sights and sounds that only a tourist may see and hear. I will have none of this turning to stone business. Where's the elegance? You will soon catch me in a works, but pleasantries aside, I come to you now for a reason. Hint coins. What sort of reason? I have prepared a wooden crate, a box, say. I would like you to try and find it. Go and sight your styles around. I can't see any wooden boxes anywhere. Are you sure there's one around here? Not so hasty, little man. It takes but a few helpings of patience and the full course of imagination. How can you hope to find the box if you don't think outside it? Ah, pardon me, Aldous. I haven't quite caught the gist of your explanation. Could you clarify a little? I'm so very glad you asked, my fair gentleman friends. My fair gentleman friends. This is where we must use the ancient art of zooming. Zooming? You want us to move faster? Slow down there. No, you must I spy with your magnifying glass and watch for a reaction. Lewis, there's azure sky? I know what azure means, but I don't know if that's the right pronunciation in English. Behold, if the magnifying glass turns blue, you have found the zoom point. Now then, focus, magnify, zoom. When you find the zoom point, just touch the touchscreen as you would with any point of interest. Do not be shy. Ta-da! Oh, so it was hidden back there. What magnificent magnification. With such a skill, your repertoire didn't need... the needle lies in... oh gosh. With such a skill in your repertoire, the needle lies in plain sight and not in the haystack. You had this technique in mind. Thank you, Aldous. As ever, the pleasure was mine. Now touch the box before you. You have been itching for this moment, I can tell. And we all know what's in there. Yes, it is a hint coin. These can be used in riddles. They can be found all over in every scene. And these are used when you're stumped in riddles to give you hints that you can unlock. Voila, your hint coin! How radiantly she shines! Oh, those puzzles which have you stumped, she's your fairest friend. But you should not waste these willy-nilly, you know. Hint coins are not numerous like grains of sand, but priced like pearls. They are hidden all over the city, so peer your eyes and look around. Look out, look about, and sometimes zoom. And now, my friends, I've taught you everything I know. Go out into the great wide world and zoom. Also, his hair is kind of funny. It's like a sponge. Oh, I most forgot. When you no longer want to see the world in glorious detail, touch the zoom out. And with that, I bid you adieu. Until we meet again. Okay, in every game where we need hint coin introduction in some way, shape or form, I think, but hey. He never wastes any time, does he? Well, now back to the investigation. Perhaps the zoom function will come in handy later on. And the thing is, like, hint coins in general will be like normal in other games where you have to kind of investigate and then click on things. For example, like this, but they do indeed light up. So you can actually, you don't have to click as much as you had into like other scenes. Professor, do you think that tent over there was set up for the carnival? It's huge. I'd say so, yes. What with all the flux and illuminations, it certainly looks as a carnival marquee should. This street is so festive. I wonder if it's like this every day. Can we see it a bit closer up, Professor? Just for a second. Of course, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Look, we need to establish how we move around the city. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. We have a map in this case, which we had before, but like, we purely travel with the map, so, you know. Either way, we're not quite done here, I think, because there is technically one more hint coin somewhere. What just lit up here? Hello? There. Okay, there. 3 is like the magic number somehow. I think with 3 we are more than good. I've been wondering, Professor, how are we going to keep track of our investigation with so much going on? Yeah, with Professor's handy-dandy suitcase. Or trunk, I should say. Here we have save option, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Puzzle index, yes. In order to have another go at an unsolved puzzle, however, you need to return to its location, which is not gonna happen. We're gonna solve every puzzle we encounter. Find out the location of the puzzle listed in the puzzle index. AKA, we're gonna try to solve literally every puzzle we can have access to in the game, like we did in all previous games. So yeah, we have a puzzle index, and we have the mystery thing, and we have some bonus things, and some episodes, like in the previous game. I feel like I know all of it now. You're still just an apprentice, Luke. Save this Magnus until you know the trunk like the back of your hand. But I did memorize it all. Okay, I think I almost forgot about my tea, but I think it's drinkable now. Let's check. But I did memorize it all. Now, you two, just put the trunk to use and you'll be familiar with it in no time. And he likes to tease Luke a little bit. She you know, has a thing for that. Oh, it's so vast. I feel a little lost. Oh, come on. Sometimes the hint coins in this game are a bit more finicky. Oh, there we go. So we have this huge balloon here that looks not creepy at all. The giant clown balloon we saw earlier. I wonder how they got this enormous thing up in the air. However they did it, it's not likely to be floating again anytime soon. Must have been damaged in all the commotion. Do you hear that? It almost like somebody crying. I hear it too, it's coming from the clown. What if it's alive? Let's have a closer look at our sniffling entertainer, shall we? Okay, look behind it. Yeah. Hello, who's this? So it was this little girl who was crying? I didn't really think it was the clown. Sure. Oh, Mommy! She doesn't look injured, thank goodness. There, dear. Don't cry, what's your name? Me? My name? But... We can't help you unless you stop crying. Come now, tell us what's wrong. She must be lost. I know how that feels all too well. I believe you're right, Luke. She seems to have lost her mother. We must do our best to reunite them. Leave it to me, Professor. And yes, of course, we're gonna reunite them with a riddle. Where is Mom? This little girl has lost her mommy. Me, Mom, has red hair. That she has pink handbag with a bear on it. There's a group of people talking nearby. Look at how stylish everyone's today. Hold on, this handbag isn't mine. Hey, I made the dress girly, but I'm a man. My handbag is a blue one. This isn't my bag. It's got the wrong pattern. Who's the girl's mom? So, the thing is... You can actually put the riddle wherever, but like, the thing is... we know that we need red hair and a pink handbag. So it cannot be D, because they have a blue one. E has the right color but the wrong pattern. B says this handbag isn't mine, so the likeliness of them having switched with E is very high. And again, A has no red hair, which leaves... Technically, yeah, she's a man. Is there anybody else I can have as option? No, it doesn't light up. The thing is, like, this would work out if the patterns were switched. But, yeah. D says handbag is a blue one. And they have a pink bear one. They just have the color switched. Which means it's likely B that has lost their handbag. Because they only say about the pattern, which means B's handbag is likely theirs. And they say, hey, this is my handbag, and they say this is my handbag, so it's likely B, right?
I thought
And
about it,
yay,
and
there goes my connection.
I knew that was right.
It is gone completely. Oh, hey. Okay. Oh, that's lovely. I don't know for how long that has been going on. Trying to get internet. I can hear the sound on my microphone. Come on. Thing is, I haven't heard of any maintenance today, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was. Oh man, this sucks. Lovely. Well. I'm back. Yeah. So apparently, again, my internet provider decided to apparently only send a maintenance mail in their program and not how they should directly towards me to inform me. So yeah, I did not know there would be cable maintenance. And there it goes again. Great. Ah, great. Ah. So it stays working now. Oh my goodness, that's so annoying. Ah. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, I did not get any notification that there was any maintenance going on once again. Hello there, Steamat. So I'm so sorry that the stream randomly is going away. I hope we will stay as a consistent thing now that it will keep streaming, but yeah, if not, I'm just gonna next time I'm just gonna give up, and that's it, if it's not immediately back again, because yeah, I don't know what exactly they do maintenance wise, but it's something with the cable, so I don't know if they're done or something, but yeah, it's annoying. I know it's not my fault, but man, it's a pain. Either way, I hope you guys didn't miss too much of the story. Also, thank you for the raid. How you doing? Yeah, I'm so sorry that the raid fell right into my maintenance mode period. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had a good day. And yeah, let me just... Oh, thank you. I was about to do that. That works out perfectly. Is a chill variety streamer and PNG tuber from Portland, or Oregon, bringing you games and maker vibes. Recently, they've been on An Astrobot kick, battling tech issues and Sony's revenge. When they're not gaming, catch them 3D modeling, printing, and creating cool stuff. Nice. Oh, you got a platinum trophy. Congratulations. I know that can be quite challenging. Though it was pretty fun. Okay, that's good to hear. But yeah, man. Oh, I'm so tired all of a sudden. But yeah, I really don't know how much you guys missed of the story, but yeah, I just solved the riddle. So to put things together and to like cruising we are at the very beginning of Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. So we are in a city in the desert called Montedor. And we are here because a long-term childhood school friend of Professor Layton named Angela Clayton asked him to come here because there's trouble here. Apparently there's a mask that grants people mysterious powers, and Angela says that she must be cursed due to the mask because, like, crazy bad things happen in the city, and we already witnessed kind of two of these things. People being turned to stone and a weird masked gentleman appearing and floating away over the city saying, hey, if you don't, like, obey the mask, then something bad's gonna happen to you, and even if you obey the mask, something bad may happen to you, so yeah. So we are currently exploring the city, trying to figure out a bit more about the recent happenings and, you know, why we are called here, but yeah. Mommy, there you are! Bunny, thank heavens, I was worried sick, like, thank you so much, Fred. Don't mention it, just doing my duty as a gentleman in training. Cheers, mister, bye-bye. All is well, that ends well, right, Professor? She called you Mr. Luke, don't you feel all grown up now? A job well done, Luke, I'm proud of you. Oh, it was nothing. I'm the esteemed Professor Layton's apprentice, after all. Now then, back to the case. I believe Angela's house is quite a bit further on. So, yeah. Basically, we only explored, like, one part of the city so far. And these are the guys that turned into stone. These statues honestly look amazing. Okay. Either way, I'm not, like, always gonna, like, fully look for all the hint coins or something, but hey. I think that other guy may have had a hidden riddle, so we're gonna click at him. We're gonna go back in a second, but hey. Look, a policeman! Perhaps he hurried here to collect a few testimonies. Let's see what he has to say. First of all, this guy. Okay, you cannot talk to him. There's people, if you talk to them, like, throughout the scenes, they have riddles, so, you know. Anyway, let's see. Oh, come on. Sometimes it's hard to aim. Okay, just literally the night sky here. Thought there was a hint coin or something. Oh, there was something. But yeah, hint coins do be valuable and we might need them, so I'm gonna try to collect some, at least in some scenes, especially in the beginning. If I can later on too. Beautiful, but a little bit eerie, yeah, I have to agree. Either way, let's talk to the policeman. Well, they say this hoodie Miracle Man was supposed to be around here, but I don't see him anywhere, do you? I'm afraid that the masked gentleman has long since fled the scene of the crime, Constable. I knew I should have finished my sprouts. Full belly, empty cell. Us, the Orion police, are on the beat 24/7, but the gentleman is still miles ahead of us. He's some kind of supervillain. We've been had to cordon off the gallery now, thanks to all this funny business. It's nowhere sacred. You're talking about the case of the living paintings, right? Living paintings? I wasn't aware of such a case. Sorry, Professor, I forgot to mention that. I heard about it while I was off investigating on my own. was a right shock, I can tell you. How would you feel if you saw a painting pop out of its frame and start wandering around? We see still a lot of them as evidence. Even if you could get it now, there wouldn't be anything to see. Well, I think that's a fairly good reason to close the gallery off. I just feel sorry for all those tourists. The gallery usually is at the top of their list of things to do. An art gallery located in the heart of the desert. It's a dream destination for tourists. It's rather easy to forget that outside the city lies nothing but arid sand. Tell me about it. Don't see who'd go out their way to cause trouble here of all the places in the world to pick. Indeed. So we know now that at least 2 incidents are linked to this masked man, and supposedly to the masked man. We need more information, Professor. Let's press on to the Lador's house. I think we need to turn right here. And yeah, for those who don't know, I completely blanked out there and forgot to introduce myself. So, if anybody of the radar is still here, hi, my name is Vivileno Vivi. I'm a variety streamer. I mainly do gaming streams, but I also do crafting streams every Thursday, usually. Or sometimes I do also puzzling or anything like that. But yeah, you know, Sunday through Tuesday, depending on what time zone you're in, also Monday through Wednesday, kind of, is gaming time. And yeah, we just started the Professor Layton series, which is purely a riddle-based story game series that was not really that popular in America for some reason, but Japan and like a huge part of Europe absolutely love it, so much so that there is gonna be a new game coming out this year. The new World of Steam, which I'm really looking forward to. That's gonna be on Switch. And then there's also like crossover games with like the Phoenix Wright game, so Ace Attorney. And there's also a movie. So yeah, definitely a decently famous series that it's really a shame that a lot of US citizens missed out on it. There were US versions of the games, but yeah, I guess they just never caught on for some reason. After we pass through this alley, we should be able to see the Ladora estate. Well, what are we waiting for? Come on, slow coaches. Also, I'm sorry if my voice sometimes cracks a bit. I've been talking a lot these past few days, like really a lot every day, to the point where my voice turned hoarse from it. So over the course of the stream, it may just be gone or like sound very weird. Oh, look, a toy car. Whoever designed this toy car was no amateur. It's beautifully handcrafted. Toy cars are alright, but I much prefer curly toys. Wouldn't be very nice to curl up with a toy car. I have to agree. I do like car puzzles, though. You know any, Professor? Hold on, Luke. I've got a puzzle I've been itching to give you. That's what I mean with random things can have, and random people can have random puzzles. The photograph shown above was taken while a group of friends were driving Dodgems. The person who took the photo was driving a white Dodgem and she was facing forward. Where was she sitting when she took the photo? Cannot be this corner. What the heck? Okay, normally it should... Yeah, that's fine. So it cannot be this corner from this white car. This white car is facing them, so it would be like facing the blue. This white car is facing red, green, and the yellow that hits it, so it could possibly be this white car. We have the red and green here, but the yellow's missing, and the other way around, and yeah. So it must be this one, where the red car is in front of the green car. Is kind of like this with the yellow, so must be this one if they're in a white one. Indeed. What's the Dutch circle above? Not bad photo, huh? Now to decide where it goes on the mantelpiece. I love how smug she looks. Okay, let's continue on. Well done, you just bumped up my opinion of you. It was easy, the professor's #1 apprentice never dodges a challenge. I'm glad to have such a driven companions on this investigation. They're cuddly toys, of course they're cute. Blue gloves, animals, and cuddly toys, so, you know, makes sense, makes sense. Okay, let's talk to this guy first. Step right up, our toys are cheap and our smiles are free. How may jump off be of your service? How many jump off your service, yeah, sure. Cool, look at all the toys. Let's have a look. Oh, these are a fair few, aren't there? How would you like a Triceratops? It's nice, but I prefer the little bear. Oh, that's right, you have an eye for cute things. Well then, what about the robot? Excuse me, sir. My eyes have been dazzled by the splendor of your light. Is something the matter? Should we call an ambulance? Splendid creature, you're a radiant goddess sent to walk upon this earth. I'm sorry? Oh, Venus, or Aphrodite, allow me to present you with this humble robot puzzle. I would say the guy's a bit interested in her. Okay. Robot factory. This robot comes in 4 parts: head, body, arms, and legs. To put these parts together, all you have to do is to put each part into one of the 4 yellow boxes, then flip the switch. The only problem is you're not sure what order they be assembled in or which way up they'll be. Can you put the robots back together correctly? I guess the easiest thing is just to literally test it out. So body, feet, head, legs. So body, feet, head, legs. And then feet are right, hands are upside down. That one needs to be tilted right, that one needs to be tilted left. So or did I mix the head and the body up? Let's see. Hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot you also need to place them, of course. Smart. Okay. We got the legs, we got the hands, we got the body, and we got the head. Okay, and everything is right except for that the hands go on top of the body, so... So 1, 2, 3, 4. There. This is like the odd puzzles where you have like a light up thing, and now, wow. Oh yeah, okay. So body right, hands left. Because, yeah, it turns from the place and not from the objects there. I always forget. I press submit and then wait for something to happen without placing them. It's annoying that they don't stay in the slot, but hey. Finally got it. A good thing about warranty is that it helps the scratchy throat. Okay, now the robot is fully assembled and can be ready to and ready to played with. Where did I read the can be? Oh well. Sometimes brain does brain things. Exquisite, beyond compare, beauty and brains in equal measure, so befitting of an angel and human guise. You shall not spend a single penny here, obliged to your unworthy servant by taking this robot for free. And let me tell you, this brave little toy embodies the very spirit of adventure. Please take this as a token of my most fervent affection? Spelling of English words sometimes. Not my strong suit, but hey. What? Really? Are you sure, sir? Well, if you insist. I don't think she caught on that he is interested in her. I think she's a bit dense in that way. Smart in all others, but very dense in this. Yay! Abandoned lab stage. So yeah, this is a toy robot. We're gonna play maybe some minigames and have a look at it in between, but we're not really interested in any of those at the moment. Can you dodge the tricks and traps littered throughout each maze and come out triumphant? Only time will tell. Ah, your celestial duty's back, and I can see it in your eyes. Yes, I'm afraid we're in a hurry today, so we don't have time to stop and chat. Understand well, whenever you pass by these parts, be sure to give me a call, for I'm a prisoner of your love. Ugh. You know, there's a difference between, like, having genuine interest in somebody and being, like, kind of obsessive in a way, and wow. That guy hits all the wrong flags there. No, I saw you light up. Okay, never mind then. Well, let's continue on. There's a lot of little alleyways where you can explore, so yeah. That's so strange. We only went down one street and it says we're in another city. This is the residential area. The Lador estate is just around the corner. It's really dark, even darker than Mist Hallory's at night, which is the city where he comes from. No doubt the city's residents enjoy a dimly lit environment in contrast to the glare and bustle of the city center. In town, it seems as if the night was just the beginning. I wonder where all those people actually sleep. You're good at puzzles, Luke. Take a guess. At the hotel. Aye, hear you, lad. Another bunch of grabbers eating up for butchers at the Lador place, I bet? In fact, no, we have received a personal letter of invitation. I'd much appreciate it if you could let us pass. Not so fast, Sonny. If you ain't just going for a look, that's even more suspicious. How am I to know that you ain't that miracle mincemeat fella? Miracle mincemeat? Okay, interesting. Think I could just slide your waltz in unannounced? Not on your Nelly mate. Okay, really not easy to, like, read this like, accent that he has. Now, what's the matter here? What has there to say you're on the verge of an altercation? Before we get into a terrible scuffle, might I suggest a more refined way of settling the matter at hand? Behold the exquisite method I propose. Many great minds have toiled, but only I have ever devised a solution to so placatory. Go on, then. What is it that you have in mind? It's quite simple, really. It's a riddle. Hidden under one of these fine silver tumblers is a ball. All you need to do is point at the correct one. No removal bell has been hidden, yep. Intriguing, but this isn't exactly my cup of tea. I much prefer games that require a quick mind rather than a quick eye. Don't worry, Professor, let me handle this one. What's the point in playing if I'm only up against some sprock? Set it on, my good man. Any opponent is a worthy opponent in the battle. Well, at Battle of Wits. That was a weird hiccup. Now, let us begin. Keep your eyes on the tumbler and on my most refined and dexterous movements. I know which one I'm choosing. Nope. It's the leftmost. It's this one. What? Well, I was sure that it was the right one. Going to bluff like a little baby, are you? What a dreadful shame. Still, isn't it better to walk away empty-handed than with nothing? Wait, we're not finished yet. I'm up next. So the lady wants to go too. Alright, you're off. I think there's really good scam artist here. If you're all done with the condescension, can we move on to the part where I beat you? Let's go get it then, shall we? Remember not to take your eyes off my flawless art. So in logic, Me first, yeah, it's that one. Are you positive about that? I wanted my concentration to pinpoint precision, you know? I'm gonna follow his lead, though. Oh, you cannot choose... Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter which one we choose. This is the one, I'm absolutely sure. It's always gonna be under the one he chooses, so it doesn't matter. What? Oh, come on, this game is rigged. It is. We haven't at all. You've got to be a proper sore loser to try and pin the blame on someone else. Feeling generous today, though, so Mr. Fancy Pants can have a go too if he wants. Well, yes, I think I will. Now that I've seen through your little trick, I've no reason to object. I'm sorry, trick. I'm but a helpful passerby facilitating a peaceful agreement between two parties. Sure. Pack it in, facilitator. Look, let's just show them how it's done. As you wish, now watch carefully. Try not to be distracted by my dexterous tide. So the thing is, he was holding like his one pinky finger out, which was the fourth finger, and it kind of pointed towards this one. So I think it's this one. This is my choice. This one. Okay, and now to reveal them. Bingo! Ah, so obvious. Perhaps you kindly allow us to pass now. The thing is, like, you were always going second, so you didn't have any other option but to play through all this, of course, but yeah. This wasn't a plan, Narcissus. Narcissa? Whatever. Do not even speak to me, my beautiful game. Ruined losers should be neither seen nor heard. Out of my sight. Whatever. Like, I need your help anyways. I'm my old man. A laudable and laughable man. You, however, gave an admirable performance. I have to say, I'm very much impressed. Now it's time for me to make my dashing and graceful exit. Until next time. You did it, Professor. Were they cheating after all? Ah, you didn't see the trick? Bragging was his undoing, you see. He always had one finger pointing towards the tumbler that contained the ball. Ah, you're right. Ah, I knew the game was rigged. Still, I don't understand what the point of all that was. I suppose you get all sorts here. I mean, it's a city of miracles. Or in the city of miracles. I doubt they are truly acquaintances with Angela. That's very odd indeed. Maybe it was just some bizarre festival act. Let's worry about this later. I'm starving. The sooner we visit Mrs. Dildor, the sooner we can eat. But first, let's explore the scene here a bit. There we go. Oh man, my hand is cramping all of a sudden. That's annoying. Hold on. I mean, I'm holding a stylus here, but like... bleh. That was weird. You found the inn coin. There we go. Must have held it at a weird angle or something. Happens, it's fine. I can see Lador Mansion. It looks enormous from here. I don't know where there's other hint coins, but doesn't matter. Let's go further. Well, looks as though we're finally here. This is the first time I've seen Angela in 18 years. I'm a little nervous, truth be told. I can't even imagine how long 18 years must feel. Well... yeah, indeed, Luke. You were way too young for that. I can imagine that, because that was my childhood, but sure. I think many others here can. Look at that. It's a true mansion. What a magnificent garden, and look, they even have balconies. Huh. And we see Angela on one. I really love the style cutscene. Hi there. Good to see you again too, Angela. Stylus? Hello. There we go. I'm very glad you came. Of course I came as soon as I received your letter. I knew you wouldn't ignore our troubles, especially not with the Mask of Chaos involved. Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to show you inside. Okay, that was a weird hint. Why? Does he have any experience with the mask before? Oh, come on, that was an obvious choice for Incoin. Ah, whatever. Okay. Fair. Let's go. But you may already, talk to us or something. Well, Professor Layton, I'm disappointed in you. The Hershiner would never neglect to introduce his friends. Oh, of course, my apologies. This is Emi Altava, the professor's assistant. And I'm his apprentice. Look, it's very nice to meet you, Mrs. Ledore. The pleasure's all mine. Please call me Angela. My husband, Henry, isn't here just now. He has meetings until late. Ah, Henry, how's he? I can hardly believe that the two of you are married now. Extraordinary how time flies. It passes in the blink of an eye, but still feels like an eternity. Angela, I'm sorry to broach the topic so soon, but I'm anxious to discuss your letter. Could you tell me more about the unusual happenings in the city? Yeah, unusual happenings in the city. I really can't read today. It all started about a month ago. That was when the masked gentleman first appeared. Since then, we have people turning into horses, people stepping out of paintings. It's absolute chaos. And of course, people turning to stone, which is what we kinda witnessed, but also didn't. Well, we were present earlier this evening when a similar event took place. Several people apparently turned to stone. Another of these dreadful acts. He caused the miracles, you know. Well, whatever he saw tonight, it certainly was extraordinary, I give him that. I was petrified when all those people turned to stone. Oh, wait, no, I don't mean... Everyone says he's unleashing the power of the Mask of Chaos to destroy our city. The city is packed full of tourists and travelers. We still haven't been able to identify all the victims. Even Henry is afraid of what horrible nightmare might occur next. He fears for his own safety and the city's future. Yep. Indeed. That sounds like trouble if people are getting injured or... some bad things happens to them. A mysterious character calling himself the Masked Gentleman is parading around town, performing even more dramatic, miraculous feats. He must have some agenda, but it's not clear what he wished to achieve. The Masked Gentleman appeared around a month ago and started staging his unsettling miracles. What is he after? Certainly not a Krabby, that's for sure. Just a moment, Angela. How's that possible, that the Masked Gentleman could possess the Mask of Chaos? I was sure the mask was lost forever. I saw it along with... Wait a second, Professor. You actually seen the Mask of Chaos? Yes, a friend of mine, my best friend, in fact, discovered it back in our school days. What? You never mentioned this before? So you haven't told them about the mask, about Randall? I haven't. Randall? He was your friend, the one who found the mask? Yes, Randall Ascot. He discovered it, and it was my fault that he... After the accident, Henry led several search parties down to the ruins. He never found Randall. But he did find the ancient treasure hidden down there, and the mask. He found it? Yes, everything that Randall sought. Henry brought the mask back here. He said he had stumbled upon it in one of the passages. If you found the mask, then what of Randall? Surely they would have been together. No, Hershey, I'm sorry. Henry has never stopped searching, though. He refuses to accept Randall's death. Apart from his work, he's really the only thing he thinks about. I can't say I blame him. I wanted to believe it, too, that Randall isn't really gone. Isn't that pendant... Oh, you remember this. It's aged quite a bit now, much as we have. Angela, Hershey, I wanted to apologize for our last conversation for so very long. I'm so sorry I didn't contact you sooner. I knew it wasn't your fault. I just couldn't bear losing him. I wanted to say it was because I was young, but that's no excuse. I'm sorry. Randall was your best friend. You were in as much pain as I was. I never held it against you, Angela. You had every right to blame me. I wasn't able to save him. It haunts me to this day. Oof. So whatever happened there, nice cat, whatever happened there was apparently somewhat of a thing that happened in their youth, or like 18 years ago, I guess, since they last talked. Okay, my character just glitched out there for a second, I'm sorry. But yeah, okay, interesting backstory there, and it certainly has some kind of reason why they mention it. I'm so sorry, Herschel. Henry has insisted we keep the mask here to remind her of Randall, and I have my pendant. You kept it here? Then how did the masked gentleman come by it? It was stolen from us 1 month ago. And at the very time the masked gentleman first appeared? More or less, yes. Once we catch this villain, I want the mask back for Randall. I promise we do all we can. Could you show me where you kept the mask? Oh, well, we kept it in Henry's study, but he isn't here. Angel, I understand the gentleman's study is his private domain. I shouldn't wish to enter without Henry present. In any case, it's rather late. I was hoping to look over the scene of tonight's incident once more before we retire for the evening. Shall we call on you both tomorrow? Yes, that sounds like the best idea. I've booked a couple of rooms for you at the Camel's Hump Hotel. It's a little bit of a walk, but I think you'll find it quite to your liking. Much appreciated, Angela. Camel's Hump Hotel. I mean, fitting for it being in the desert, but interesting name choice, I guess. Also, I love that, like, all the Professor Layton's game music are based on each other. So from the first game on, over this game, and over, like, the previous games and the coming games, the music is always gonna be very, very similar, but like in a good way changed and not similar enough that it gets boring, if you know what I mean. So I really love the Professor Layton music. It's beautiful, and it's can't wait to get to the hotel. I think I could eat a horse, and I'm so tired my eyes are falling out. There's actually a decent bit of people that have analyzed the music and like why and how it's like so like classic Professor Layton sounding and has this like how the style works. It's quite interesting. I'm not like personally a musician, but like I used to play a decent bit of musical instruments, and I hope that at some point I can go back to it, but where I'm living right now it's not really possible with like noise and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, eventually. But I don't know music theory enough to like fully understand everything, but it's quite an interesting topic. We go very soon, look, I promise. There's just one more thing I'd like to check if your stomach approves. Oh, of course, Professor, I feed my hunger for information instead. Then let's visit Celebration Boulevard. We may be able to find some new clues if it's quiet down. The professor has spoken, and I have yawned. Okay, let's go back. Oh, I do beg your pardon. On the contrary, I should be the one apologizing. No, really, sir, it was I who... beg your pardon, but are you perchance Professor Layton? I am. You have you have me as a... wow. Brain go down the drain, huh? You have me at a disadvantage, Mr... Oh, how terrible of me. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mordaunt, personal assistant of Mr. Lidor. How do you know about the professor? Mrs. Lidor told us some days ago to expect your arrival. When I saw you just now, I merely wondered. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Mordaunt? Wow. Mordaunt? Please allow me to introduce my companions, Emmy Ottawa, and Luke Triton. I think Emmy. I don't know why I'm saying Emily. I think it may be like a German thing, whatever. I do not wish to be presumptuous, but I take that you are leaving. Again, you are correct, Mr. Mordaunt. We're retiring for the night. I gather Henry won't be home for some time. I see. Yes, Mr. Lador's rushed off his feet with all the chaos. It's a miracle he can run on so little sleep, excuse the pun. I shall inform Mr. Lador that you were here. Please forgive him for being unable to welcome you himself. Well, I believe I should be taking my leave. Do be careful. The streets near here are in a terrible shambles. Likewise, Mr. Mordaunt. Oh, I cannot get his name right. Eventually. Mr. Lador must be a very busy man to need an assistant, almost as busy as you, Professor. This place may be called the City of Miracles, but I'm quite sure most of its prosperity was born of hard work. Now let's head back to Celebration Boulevard. Perhaps our work on the case will relieve Henry's burden. There's no person here, so there's no use to look around. His footsteps. Why, I would recognize that firm, resolute sound anywhere. I need not see to identify a gentleman. I'm hidden very sneakily behind the facade before you find me. Show me a zoom to be proud of. You mean right here? Okay. Aye. Oh, I'm uncovered. I'm undone, like a tea coldly over my heart. It warms me to see you grow. So yes, basically it shows us, hey, there's hidden streets here that you kind of can see on the map, but kind of also not. Oh, come on. If it's that finicky to click on a spot, you can be almost certain that it's a hint coin. Either way, let's talk to him once again, just in case. Oh, bravo! It takes a great skill and art to detect a hidden man with such ease. Hooray! Was there something you wanted from us? You're right, there's something I would very much like to tell you about. It comes from a fruitful grapevine. Now focus on your little magnifying glass on the metal box and examine it closely. Hey, new item, stylish clay pot. Yay, it's a collectible. Hey. We're not gonna go for this. I mean, if I find them, I find them, but, you know. This, my friends, is a collection item, and one that will serve you so fashionably well. Throughout the city you may find scraps and treasures, rubbish and rarities, rubble and ransom. But whatever these things may be, it is you, my friends, who have the power to transform them into a collection. Soon your hoard will grow until it's grand enough to impress even the most seasoned collectors. You mean hoarders? I mean, some treasures can be treasures for others, and can be actually quite useful, especially, you know, as a crafter, but like I think this is more closer to hoarding trash than anything else. But hey, such items are scattered near and far, hither and thither, so do not miss a trick. Wow, I really have hiccups. Weirdly spaced out, but I think it may be the tea. Ugh. I see, I must admit, hunting for artifacts is rather a hobby of mine. Words spoken from the heart, good sir. Please let me reward you. Remember where our destinies crossed at Celebration Boulevard. Check the one box there again. Yawning and hiccups, weird mix. I think it's time to take my leave now. Enjoy your salubrious collection selection, my friends. I'm gonna learn a new word today, again, I guess. So let me just have a look at my handy-dandy Lingua dictionary. Ah! Okay, so something like healing, healthy. Okay, in a way. Okay, I understand now. Salubrious collection selection, my friends. I thought it might be like something like celebracious, but no, salubrious. Okay, okay, interesting word. Live your own, and goodbye. It's a nice thing about, you know, learning new things from a language that you only have as, like, a learned language. It's always fun to, like, hear certain words. I don't know if they're actually, like, used as much in, like, IRL scenarios, because I know there's a bit of, like, some random game words are not at all, and just fancied by the translators, but, you know, might as well learn them, even though I will forget them at some point again, but hey, maybe I'm gonna remember, hey, I heard that somewhere before, at least. So, you know. Do you think that man will ever stop shooting off after he's done talking? Collection box has been added to the trunk. That's a cute icon. So yeah, it's the same we had before. So whatever. Well, that gives us one more thing to do on our travels. For now, we should continue back to Celebration Boulevard. Yeah, and we are not gonna really care about anything in that matter, so whatever. What we do care about is riddles, though, so... This game must obviously have one. Sticking up posters for the fair with a bit of tape here and a bit of glue there. Sticking up, away we go. Excuse me? Sticking up posters round the clock, wall by wall, block by block. It's what they call stick up? Oh no, I'm so sorry, I really didn't mean to scare you. You had that situation with the balloons earlier. It's good to see you safe and sound. Oh, the darlings from the plaza, how are you? I'm just putting these posters up for the ringmaster and oh dear, I must have got such a fright that I mixed up the posters. How can I tell which is which now? It never rains, but it pours. I'm afraid it's your fault, so you have to help me out again. Bungles banners. Bungles cheerily putting up posters in the plaza one evening. When all of a sudden he gets a terrible fright and bungles up which poster is which. Can you help him find the poster that matches the one on the pole on top screen? We sure as heck can. No, this is an awkward turning thing. So we have guy following a carriage with 3 balloons. The balloons aren't... Hold on. The balloons aren't changing. I don't think it's this one because there's something weird about it. Nope, the wheel was just weird in general. Cannot really spot much of a difference there. And not there. It may be B. Let's check if A has a difference. Like slowly turning. Okay, huh? Oh, the leg is different. In this one, the leg of the balloon is different to this one. Okay, so not this one. Maybe this one. And then is there a difference between this and the previous one? The head of the person, he's wearing a weird top hat. So I was right in B. When I first chose that. Okay. The thing is, if you start out with a poster that doesn't have differences, it's much harder to like, you know, like find the other differences, because then you like are not sure if you just missed it or not. Whether if you start off with a poster where you can find a difference, then you know kind of that one isn't it from the beginning and that it has to be one of the other two. I don't know if I'm the only one that has that issue sometimes, but hey. It worked. Fabulous, fabulous. After seeing how you solved that with such fineness, I'm inspired to do my best work now. Do stop by the circus when you get a chance. We've even got wild beasts jumping through flaming hoops. Flaming hoops? Now that sounds like my idea of fun. Although she would probably jump to it. Forget the masked gentleman and the silly miracles. The Stellar Circus is the most spectacular show in town. We can't exactly turn people to stone, but we really are worth seeing. Oh, please say you visit. It sounds like a lot of fun. I want to go. I do too, Luke, but the investigations takes priority. We can do all these things later, alright? Alright. Nothing behind here, but there is this lady. Hello, I'm there for the show. I do a performance in the marquee just there. Got me name on the sign and everything. They had to cancel it today though. Half our props got ruined in a panic. Proper wreck they were. That is incredibly unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear it. I took a gander at the people who turned to stone myself, but it got me wondering, what's the bloomin' point? Do you think he's got something against the circus, or maybe he just hates fun? Ah, that's an horrible thought. But there's no use getting down in the dumps when we got smiles upon our faces, you know? Yeah, why don't you try a puzzle? Oh, go on, I'll make you a dead puppy. I almost read a dead puppy, and I was like, how's that fun? But sure, after finishing work for the day and changing back into their normal clothes, the members of a circus troupe gathered in the big tent to celebrate another successful performance. It's a bit nippy in there at night, so they were warming up with a few rounds of hot chocolate. Hard to tell just by looking at the silhouettes, but there's at least one member of the troupe missing. Who's in the tent? Select each person who is present. Okay. Well, this guy is... But there's a weird hairdo here, which I think belongs to this guy. We have her. We have that lady. I think that's a flower pot, but we also have whatever that guy is with the nose, so I think this guy is missing. Thank you for the stretch redeem. Oh gosh, that was... yeah, that was a sound my shoulder made. Correct, all members aside from the chap, second from the right, are present in the counter for. Let's hope they don't stay up too late. They got another busy day ahead of them, and he already crashed. I'm glad they mentioned it's hot cocoa, but I'm sure he had something in there. A toasty toast. I mean, like, cocoa is... There's a decent amount of liquors that actually fit really well with chocolate. So, you know. Hooray, you got it right. Oh, well done. You're proper clever lot, aren't you? Ever since our troop got here, these mental miracles have kept happening. It's driving me a bit batty. Just hope the police don't call it magic, cause let's be honest, it's not. Magic tricks aren't something you do to hurt people. They're meant to entertain. Absolutely. The sooner they catch that gentleman bloke, the better, say. Maybe then we can all enjoy a bit of R&R, huh? R&R? I don't know what that is, but whatever. Rest in despite, whatever. Well, the panic seems to have died down now. The petrified victims have all been removed, but I hope we may find other clues. And there's the police officer again. I guess might as well why we are here, you know. Oh, look, a knobby cane. And it's not even like a wizard knobby. That's a shame. Wasn't today's carnival the most wonder-fabulous thing ever? People turning to the minimum and everything. The masked gentleman is amazing. I'm afraid what you're referring to was no show. Not a show, that's imposterous. How did he turn people into stone and fizzle meters? I don't know, his performance wouldn't be as impressive if he could explain it, wouldn't it? I suppose. So actually I saw a looking spoopy stranger loitering about. Do you think it was him? His face was hidden under a mysterious mask. This puzzle mysterious too. Okay. She's a bit confusing in what she says, but her. Colorful flags have been strung up all over town for Carnival. There are only 7 different designs on flag, but they're displayed in a variety of combinations. One such combination is the pattern show. Sorry. Is the pattern shown on the top right corner. How many times does this pattern feature in the strings of flags shown above? Okay, so we have the thing is, the pattern is here once. We don't know quite if it's here, because there's no continuation, but I'm gonna say it's likely. And So we have that and that one. And that one. So technically it could be 3. I'm always orienting on these flags. This one doesn't have any of the flags left or right. This one has 1 on the right but none on the left, so that's not working. This one has green on the left and blue with the stripe down on the right. And this one has the blue here and could have the green here. This one is not working because there's missing half again. This one is completely not working, but this one is working again, which leaves 3, right? What? I know that the other way around is also working, which is why I said this is okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's go through these things. There's a 1 on this one. There's none on this one because this one doesn't match up. There is none on this one because this one doesn't match up. There is none on this one. And there is maybe 1 on this one. Am I missing something here? Like, it could be that they're, like, either not taking the pattern that is, like, broken off on this one. Oh, come on. Work. There, this one into account, or that they actually don't care if it is, like, in the wrong order, you know? That's the thing. I don't know why they would, like how they would not, but yeah. Let's read the riddle once again, shall we? Colorful flags have been strung all over town. There are only 7 different designed flags, but they're displayed in a variety of combinations. One such combination is the pattern shown on the top right corner. How many times does this pattern feature in the strings of flags shown above? Like, yeah, the only ones I can see if I'm, like, thinking about it is this one, and this one. Again, not sure if the other one would count. Maybe it doesn't count. I'm gonna try both versions. I'm gonna try with the... Let's try 4 first. I'm just gonna... Like, the more I stare at it, the more, like... Because it could be that they don't... Like, I mean, they're saying sequence on specifically, so I think they mean the sequence, but yeah. Okay. I don't know what they mean with wrong perspective. Like, The only thing I could imagine is that this one maybe doesn't count and they're like not pulling a trick on us. Why the heck is my... There. I think... Because then it's maybe just 2. Because then it's this one and this one. Let's try 2. Okay. It's 2. Okay, I get it. The pattern appears twice in total. I was thinking too complicated, because sometimes these riddles do be that way. Wonderfabulent! And then any gentleman who can do this is bound to catch the criminal red-handed. But all I know about the culprit was that he hid his face behind an amazingly mischievous mask. That's not much to go on. It all happened in the middle of a parade. Very true. Many of the attendees and performers were wearing masks. Don't be such a spokesman. You got to think positive. There's a costume boutique in the shopping district. Maybe the masked gentleman bought his outfit there. You might even finish up your case in one full scoop. Okay. Oh, hi, you there? For the love of... Stop! Sorry. That was close. Shame. I thought we were about to lose our one precious lead for this case. You mean you found something? Oh yes, see them horse tracks? We estimate about 3 of them galloping away from the carnival. We reckon they left by our culprits, otherwise why would they be so clear among these thousands of footprints? What's more, they're going in the very same direction that the mystery man left them. Very suspicious if you ask me. Yes, have you thought of asking some witnesses though? Of course we have, we're the police, and we'll grill those witnesses good and proper, just as soon as we find some. It's difficult, you know, with Montador being a touristy city. Half of our witnesses will probably be your first train on the first train home. We seized all the statues in the area, but as for the identity of that man, we haven't got the first idea. I realized most of the people here were tourists when I was asking around. No one seemed to know the Ladors. Now, only the residents know about Mr. and Mrs. Lador, or about anything, really. I heard there's a boutique owner who knows everything that goes on in town, though. Oh, what's the place called again? Sorry, it's completely slipped my mind. But it's somewhere in the shopping district, that's for sure. Head up the Gallery Plaza and take a left. You might have to just try the shops one by one. Thank you. We'll have a look around for this boutique you mentioned. Okay, so they both mentioned it, the lady and him. So let's go there, I guess. We need to take a left to reach the shopping district. Which we finally have 2 options here now. And there's obviously a long way to go. So, let's talk to obvious people. Hi there, you look familiar. The designs are fairly similar in each game. Hey, you heard about the parade getting hit? Real shame. Too bad the police couldn't stop the bloke. Always step behind, you know? Bet the costume shop lady knows more than the entire force combined. Might I ask where this costume shop is? Right there, got plenty of carnival stuff for hire. Why, you changed your costume? Something like that. Many thanks for your assistance, sir. Sure, no need to be so formal. The name's Niles. Seriously, people still act like that nowadays? Also, Niles, or Niels, as we call it in Germany, is actually a pretty often used name here. I had a guy in my primary school class, and I know of at least 2 more that I met throughout my childhood years. So, yeah, it's a name that's used in multiple languages. That must be the boutique the policeman mentioned earlier. What a vivid selection they have. Well, let's go inside. Named by Layton is definitely not a name that's used much. Luke is not really a thing here too much. Instead, Lucas is. I guess Emily does exist. But yeah, not Emmy in that way, but I guess that could just be a nickname then. But yeah, there's a decent bit of names in Germany and in English-speaking countries that are used in both. Okay, there we go. Hello there. Cozy little candle. Oh. Okay, that's a curtain. I won't see these rare must sets anywhere else. Indeed. That one looks like a radish bunny or something. Got like a butterfly looking thing. That weird thing with the eye there. It's definitely an interesting choice. Oh, they have dresses too. I can't say they're my color though. Yeah. She likes lemon yellow. Okay, let's talk to the lady. Hello there, come in, come in. Good evening, madam. May I ask you, are you the owner of this establishment? Shush, not a word more. I know exactly what you're looking for. Hold on, I have just the thing. There, dashing harlequin outfit for a fine gentleman. Actually, we're hoping you could give us some information on the masked gentleman. Oh, you're that kind of customer. Why didn't you say so? Alright, if you solve this puzzle, I'll tell you what I know. Sure. Again, puzzles as currency. The long wait. This delicatessen is quite a fashionable place to shop for groceries in the season. You can always look through the shop window and see the queue of people waiting at the till. The window is largely covered in posters, but can you count how many people are in the queue today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 5, 6, 7, 8. There might be a 9th person. I'm not too sure if that hair belongs to him. Let's try 8 first, and if that isn't it, let's try 9. Because I'm not sure if the hair... Okay, it's 8, yeah. Because you never can be sure how the hair is made in this game. Ah, yes. So yeah. Oh, okay. A little girl, that little girl, and then the old lady here, yep. Okay. So I did count right, that's nice. Aren't we a clever crocs? Alright, what do you want to know? What do you know about the masked gentleman? Not a great deal, actually. He turned up about a month ago. No one knows from where. Started whipping up a storm in town, turning tourists into horses and such. He's obviously seeking attention. How he performs these tricks, well, nobody knows. Some say it's magic, and that's all I know. But if you're doing an investigation, I do have something that may sharpen your reasoning skills. Who knows, it might even help your fashion sense, young man. What is it? It's called the One-Stop Shop, just a little puzzle game I made on a quiet day. It's easy once you get the hang of it, just have a play around. You might learn something about shopkeeping too. Wow, this looks like a lot of fun, thank you very much. Okay, so, yay, we unlocked a minigame. Again, not gonna immediately play it. Let me just move. But hey, it's something we unlocked. Oh my goodness, why didn't you people tell me there's no games on again? Oh no. Ah, and it's with the recording too now. No. It's fine. The stream is just broken enough as is, so it doesn't matter anymore. That's a shame. That means some of the cutscenes didn't have sound. I did never click on muting that. Why the heck was that muted? I don't know. The shop minigame has been added to the trunk. Appear to your customer's shopping impulse, and I was even talking about the sound and the music earlier. It's okay. I'm so sorry. Give it a try. These are all sort of things to sell. If you manage to sell every item in every aisle, come back and see me. I have a little something specially prepared for you, don't forget. Okay, I come and visit when I finish them all. And you unlock more the more puzzles you do. Well, it seems that we've gathered all the information we can. Let's head to the hotel. I believe all we have to do is keep going up the street and just around the corner. How nicely convenient. And I do be that. Montador's history is carved on here for all eternity. There's a palm tree that's swinging, like, interestingly. Of course, it's a desert town, so of course there would be city, it's not a town. Of course there would be palm trees. There's 2 statues, interesting. And one of them, of course, has a hint coin. Let's talk to this guy. He's so obviously there to be talked to. La-di-da-dum-di-dum-dum-di-dum-di-dum-di-dum. Look, Professor, a clown! Ah, let me guess, first time in Montador, right? No, I'm Juggled, a friendly neighborhood clown. And you're? Herschel Layton, I teach archaeology at Crescenhaller University. And he's famous puzzle solver too. Oh, that's just lovely, and that looks superb on you, I must say. Speaking of that, I'm sure you have a puzzle, I have a puzzle stashed somewhere on mine. Ah, here you go, my gift to you. So yeah, puzzles are gifts, rewards, trials, payment, you know, they're anything in the Professor Layton word. Oh no, Jacques is supposed to be on in a few minutes, but he's just tripped and now there's juggling equipment all over the floor. Everything should be in pairs of 2 identically shaped and colored items. But there's one object here whose twin seems to have gone missing. Which item's twin is missing? Hello there. You look drunk. Why the heck do you have such a nose? Okay, so we have 2 rings on each. 2 identical juggling sticks of each. 2 bolts of each and 2 boxes of each. The one thing we are missing is this. There's no box of
Don't
each.
keep me in suspense.
See, you can't trick me with that kind of
There's
stuff. I
no
played
puzzle
enough Layton
without a
games to
solution.
know. Nah, it's fine, you can't trick me. The box Juggled sorting is part of his juggling act too. Where could his twin have gone? That's so cute. I like mice. Mice are cute. Backstage blunder is now impossible. Nice. Wow, smashing. Your young friend wasn't joking, was he? Hey, here's a bit of a local knowledge for you. See that big stone slab? That's a famous monument. The whole history of Montador is written on it. Perhaps spot for photos too. Ah, yes, it's mentioned in the guidebook. It says commemorates the city's founding. That's the one, and there are plenty more tourist signs and offer here. Speaking of which, did you enjoy the parade? Yes, we did. We had quite an exhausting time. In fact, we're about to retire to bed. Oh, well, if you're looking for hotels, look no more. Closest to here is the Camel Sun. Brilliant service. Just like right here. Just head down this road on the left here and it'll be on your right. You'll be there in no time. We're not too far from there either. Oh, by we, I mean the Stellar Circus. We're a traveling troupe, you see. Pop over and see us if you get the chance. We're not moving anytime soon. So yes, this city is a decent bit large and has a decent bit to explore, clearly, once again, so that's gonna be a lot of fun, hopefully. Look at this place! Well, Professor, it looks like Mrs. Ledore is putting us up in style. I don't think I've ever stayed in quite such exotic accommodation before. I suppose a city that lives on tourism must have its fair share of fancy hotels. I can smell the roast lamb from out here. Okay, let's go. Let's go, Professor. All right, then let's. What's going on there? Wonderful. Another gaudy neon sign messing up the view. And these. Let's quickly try and find some hint codes. Oh. Hold on. Hey! Come on. There! Look! It's a camel! And a useless paint treasure. As I said, treasures are questionable in this regard. Maybe they're just hoarding items. And trash we gonna throw away soon. But hey. Okay, let's talk to this guy. I think that's what the professor meant. Right, I've had it up to here. I don't know why I waste my time over you. Good for nothing bout of love. Oh, look how cute these bunnies are. Cute? You find these sniveling little furballs cute? Ah, I've never seen an animal more pathetic than these two. I've a mind to cast these rabbits out for the troop for good. Cast them out? Why would you do that? Simple. If these old rabbits can't learn their tricks, they're no good in my circus. They are not a waste of time and resource. But that's horrid. I know. What if I took one and taught him some tricks for you? You, a mere child, think you can train one of these stagnant, hopeless beasts? Why, the ringmaster failed. I'm not a mere child. I can understand what they're saying. They say they don't want to leave all their friends in the circus. They say they work very hard from now on. And they say they're sorry. Don't they? Yes, they do. Please give them another chance. Well, the rabbit show is a circus favorite. it can still be salvaged, fine, take one of these floppy critters and get it to master the dramatic acts. If you can't manage that, they can both stay. Got 1 week, but if it acting is wishy-washy or it starts sniveling on the set mid-show, they're both out. Got it. Wow, I messed my words there. Yes, sir, don't worry, I train your rabbits to become a splendid actor. Okay, we are definitely gonna train rabbits. Oh gosh, we have to choose between these adorable guys. I'm gonna throw a die. The first one is odd numbers, the second one is even numbers, and 2, so even, which means the second one. Now for the other hard part, finding name. Aw, I mean, look at them. So cute. Aww. It makes it sad no matter which one you choose. Any name ideas in chat? I mean, like, the obvious solution would be calling it Bun Bun. Which also would fit, because it kind of has that nice, like, toasty, like, white bread look a little bit with, like, its fur color. If there's no other suggestions, I will go with Bun Bun. No. Any others? Gonna give it like a couple more seconds just in case. Cause latency, but if not, I'm just gonna keep with Bun Bun. You know, easy solution name for not having a good thing for names. Also, Bun Bun is kind of cute. Okay, I'm gonna go with Bun Bun then. I like that we get animals and a decent bit of these. It's just very random how we get them. You know, we had a bird in the one before that. The mice were helping out in the last Spectre. So yeah, what's a bunny just randomly given to a kid? I'm sure you can trust anybody with your rabbits or bunnies that you are actually, you know, owning. I would never do that, except for if I knew that person is experienced in taking care of them, because they can be definitely needing a decent bit of attention. But yeah, sure. Yeah, you got a new play for rabbits too. Oh gosh, that looks kind of weirdly sickly on the 3D version. Oof. You received an adorable rabbit from the ringmaster of the Stellar Circus. The rabbit show's minigame has been added to the trunk. Befriend your rabbit and teach it some new tricks to perform in the rabbit show. I see you gone for the white one. Yes, I'm naming him Bun Bun. Well then, it's all yours. If it really got what it takes, we'll gladly take it back into the circus and the other one too. So what does happen with the other one then? Oh well. Sweet little fellow, isn't he? Just remember to bring him back to the circus once you've trained him up. Of course, I'm going to turn Bun Bun into a great actor. What's wrong, Bun Bun? Is Bun Bun trying to tell something? Bun Bun says he won't let us down. Oh, don't worry, Fuzzy Hat. We'll get you back into the circus. Now perhaps we should go into the hotel. Yeah, very cute. Just a bit cursed looking again in the 3D model, but hey, Oh, look at that. What could that be? Let's inquire at the front desk. With any luck, they're already expecting us. Well, hello there, Riddleton. That shack looks awfully familiar. Yes, I know what you mean. Ah, so it wasn't just a déjà vu. This is going to bother me all day now. It looks rather out of place in this hotel. I wonder if it's a feature. Yeah, why is that here? I'm Yuming. Lovely to meet you. I just wanted to share with someone how pleased I am with this hotel. Isn't it marvelous? The service is great and the stone's throw from the high street and all its shops. The only qualm I have with this name, I mean, come on, the Camel's Hump Hotel, it's not very appealing, isn't it? It's not like I said that like an hour ago or so, or half an hour. Actually, miss, I'm rather fond of the name. Really? Well, to each their own, though. I have heard this establishment has nothing on Montador's top hotel. You should definitely take the time to see it while you're here. We may just do that if you have time. That being said... Hey, look, a camel statue. Hello there, sir. Welcome, welcome. Do you have a reservation? Yes, I believe so. Is there anything reserved for one Herschel Layton? Ah, yes, Mrs. Lidor informed us of your arrival. We would like you to welcome you as the special guests. One moment, please. We'll find you your keys. Do you suppose this place is owned by the Lidors? It's quite likely. Everything in this hotel is in its own neat little place. That's very like Henry. Professor, how well do you know Mr. Lidor? What's he like? I remember him as a thoughtful boy, very quiet and hardworking. I never really talked to him, though. We both lived in the same village, but he was just a friend of a friend. I never got to know him very well. But you knew Angela quite well, didn't you, Professor? I'm so sorry to keep you waiting. If you could just sign here and here. Perfect. I have a couple of lovely rooms for you. Here are your keys, and here's a complimentary puzzle. Oh, what excellent service. Yeah, see, puzzles for everything, even as a complimentary thing for you hosting a hotel room. Two porters have to carry 6 pieces of luggage to an of unknown weight. Each piece weighs a different amount, and they are labeled in order of weight from A to F, with A being the lightest and F the heaviest. Each piece weighs up to 10 kilo, and the total weight is 40 kilo or less. Each porter can carry up to 20 kilo at once. Between them, we want to carry all in one go. How should they divide up the luggage between them? Pile it all up in their hands and then ring the bell. Okay, so hold on. 6 pieces of luggage, weights a different amount, and they're all labeled in order of weight. A lightest, F heaviest. So this is 10 kilo, and this is less. Each porter can carry up to 20 kilo at once. So 10, and then up to 40 kilo or less. Okay. Each porter can carry up to 20 at once. I mean, the obvious choice would be to go with the lightest and heaviest. And then with this one, and because we don't know how light the lightest is, I would say the lighter one goes to this guy and the heavier one to this.
Don't keep me in suspense.
I would say that works. Hey, easy. That was actually a thing of luck, of like logic luck. It could have been like, you know, trial and error, but hey, it worked. Excellent work, sir. You're in room 502, and the young lady's upstairs in 602. Do tell me if there's anything you need. Thank you very much indeed. I wonder if these just dishes out the same puzzle to everyone who stays here. Either way, it wouldn't matter. Except for if you're like a revisiting person, I think then they should definitely, if they recognize that, you know, especially as a long-term customer, get another puzzle. Now this is fancy. It's on a whole different level from Miss Tallery, isn't it? This bed is so soft I could fall asleep on it right now. We barely arrived and I'm already exhausted. Don't know if I can keep up with the city. Come on, Luke, we've only just started our investigation. Don't tell me you were burned out after one little miracle. No, but what if the mask really does have magical powers, as the masked gentleman said? What do we do then? We can't say for certain one way or the other. Let's not jump to any conclusions. But Mr. Lidor was powerful enough to build a city after finding the mask. Perhaps this also has the power to turn people to stone. Surely not. Those are two different things. But it must have some sort of power, right? Why else would someone steal it? Perhaps, Luke, but I rather think that there's something more in this masked gentleman case. The thing is, mysterious powers are kind of a thing, linked with ancient artifacts, and we've seen that in the original movie, like those who watched it, and in some of the other games with their secret riddles, like the ancient gardens that were under Mystery, hidden under Mystery, you know? They have like a sort of magic about them in these ruins. Thought that we're even dealing with the true Mask of Chaos after I saw that mask found to chasm years ago. Oh, I hadn't even thought of that. I've been wanting to ask you, Professor, what was Randall like? You and Angela seem to know him very well. Yes, please tell us. About Randall? Absolutely, this mystery could have something to do with your past, you never know. Might be important, please, Professor. I suppose you may be right, very well. It would be about 18 years ago. Randall, Angela, Henry and I all used to live in a small place called Stansbury, just beyond the desert. It was a quiet little village, the kind where everybody knows everyone else. Randall was my best friend. He'd tell me about all his hobbies, drag me along on all his adventures. If not for him, I wouldn't even be an archaeologist. It's true, although I studied it reverently today, I had little interest in the field of archaeology back then. What? I can't imagine you like that, Professor. And that is one of the nice things about the game.
We just listened to the Professor. It broke my heart to hear him recount how he had lost his best friend. But hidden in his story was a clue that would prove essential to solving the case of the masked gentleman.
Which we shall actually not care for today. I think I'm actually gonna have to,
The first I heard of
hold
the
on.
Mask
Yeah,
of
I have
Chaos,
to close this. Come on.
it must have been about 18 years ago.
Yes, because if I don't, then it's going to start on that, and I kind of want to keep that for tomorrow. In the other games, you could click whenever you wanted, and like choose whenever you actually were ready to continue on, but yeah. Okay, so let's go and see. Okay, so the only person really that is currently streaming. Oh, there's 2 people. Okay, 3 people. Hold on. That was very hidden. So we have Bird Girl, who is making Kermit the Frog with an ukulele kind of instrument. We have Flipsy Fiona, who is having a campfire stream and hopefully without going to hell and back. What the heck? I guess it's a cozy little outdoor. Yeah, it's not a game, I think. Yeah, no, they're just sitting outdoors, I think, or something. Enjoying campfires or something. Okay, then that's not a thing. Looks cozy, but yeah. So we have Kermit. And we have some perler beads, aka iron beads. I think they're called polar beads in English. Work from Heaven's Last. They were like doing a lot of like fan art stuff and like crocheting and like perler beads and all that kind of stuff. And they make like anything from Zelda stuff to like Pokemon to I don't recognize that character right now, what they're doing, but I know they're also having like Final Fantasy and stuff. So they're doing a lot of things in that regard, and it's always fun to watch them create. Let's see. Okay, yeah, let's rate Heaven's Last. You know, we haven't rated them in a while. Why not? Also, I'm having so many ads. And so many German ads. I think it has gotten more the past few weeks, or it at least feels like longer ads. I don't know if anybody else has that, but maybe they're doing that because like the ads in general are longer, or maybe they're doing that to push their ad-free general thing, which, yeah, whatever. Oh, I messed up earlier. I'm like didn't read who was streaming properly. So it wasn't iFlipsy, it was Flipsy Fiona, which makes sense because they're doing a decent bit of traveling stuff anyway. So yeah, what are these? They look like angel creatures. I have no clue which game or like genre they're from, but yeah, let's read Heaven's Last. And then I'm gonna be back tomorrow, same time, with more of this story. We're gonna go back to the past of Professor Layton's childhood, finally. We heard about Emmy's past a little bit. We heard about Luke's past a whole bit, which that's obviously not that long of a past, because he's still a child, but still, you know, we heard about at least their story. And now it is finally time to listen to Professor Layton's past, because this is the game that reveals it, and actually the first game that properly reveals it. They had some, like, kind of scenes of his childhood when, you know, they hinted at Luke's father being one of his closer friends from, like, studying days and stuff, but there was never really, like a thing of, like, his, like, early past, so yeah. You guys can look forward to that. This is why I really love this game quite a lot. I mean, like, this game and The Last Spectre are my definite favorites, though, like, I love the other games too. Like, really love. There's no game I would say, to, and, like, be like, that's a bad game. I would, like, recommend all of them, but if I had to choose, this one and The Last Spectre are definitely, like, up there. Either way, hope you all have a good rest of your Monday, and hope you all will have a good tomorrow, and yeah, hopefully see you all back then, and enjoy the raid.